I can't get started. Yikes. So hello out there and welcome to the Man Cave, Wistful Vistas in beautiful suburban San Diego, California. It's such a great day and I'm going to go for a bit of a ride, but I thought one of the things I hadn't done in some recent time is gone through my putting on gear routine and showing everybody gearing up kind of things. We're shooting on the GoPro 10 and we're using the built-in mic on the GoPro 10 in this case. But first thing we do is put in the earplugs, of course, and we know the right hand one has the little hole in the back. We put that guy in. And then, and if my voice starts sounding a little weird, it's because the world is a little more closed off to me. But then we put the left-hand one in. And it's in, you know, this is always, it's like the possibility of you doing something stupid is directly affected by how many people may be watching you. Okay, earplugs are in. So we're going to try a little experiment here using the GoPro 10 for the first time in an on-the-bike setting, I hope. And we are now shooting with the standard lens it came with, but with the media mod attached. So I'm going to change the lens and see how it looks with the super view, the so-called super view. And we'll check that out. Okay, stand by. So what I've just discovered, I was going to put the max lens mod on the GoPro 10, and I just discovered that there's an upcoming, according to the menu, there's an upcoming software update that will allow me to use the 10 with the max lens software. So no chance of that today, folks. But anyhow, this is just in the garage stuff, putting on the gear that I wear. And the next thing we're going to do is I'm going to put on the Dainese, hopefully you can hear. The Dainese, and I'm not sure if you can see over this far, but the green flashing symbol here tells me that it's charged, it's fully charged, and I can now put it on. So I take it off, it goes through a little bit of a red sequence and says that it's unplugged. Take it off the hanger. There's a zip-up flap on the bottom that I'll do up, but just for purposes of showing this little demonstration here, we put it on and then do the zip-up. There's two metal flaps here you need to connect so that it knows that it's in position on my person correctly. There it goes, and it's going through the sequence. Do a few greens, and it should stay at blue. That steady blue tells me that when I get on the machine and it senses that there's a running motorcycle underneath me, that it will energize into the riding mode. Okay, that's all for now. So we are not going to use the GoPro 10. By the way, the video is being done in 4K, 30 frames per second, wide vision. So we'll go back to the GoPro 9, and that's what we'll do the on the bike part with. Okay, we are back to the GoPro 9, the old venerable GoPro 9. And it's working. I got it connected with the phone and everything like that. This time we're using the Max Lens mod. It'll be interesting to compare those two little clips side by side. Max Lens mod, we're filming 2.7K, 60 frames per second, and with the super wide lens on. Super wide can't be used with the Max Lens mod, which is a replacement lens on the front of the camera. So we're going to go out on the old GoPro 9 apparently, but it'll be interesting, like I say, to compare these two back-to-back clips with the new 10, the upgraded processor there, and the 9. And in this case, you'll notice that the jacket is still armed and showing that blue LED that says that it's ready to be turned on when we step on the motorcycle.
Okay, pretty familiar here to everybody, and that is we're doing a sound check and a point of view check with the GoPro 9, and you have to be a little careful because I just was checking it out. Oops, I can't see what I can see. I have to go get the phone. I was just checking it out, and you can very easily tap the back of the lens on the phone and not see that you've knocked yourself into photo mode. And then you hit the button and you hear the beep and you think, okay, doing a video. And guess what? You're not. you just took a photo. So that's a little bit disappointing. A little too much downward there, I think. So we'll come up just a trifle and we'll put it right there. Okay, now let's see if we actually are capturing sound, camera, action, and then get it rolling. Okay, a film within a film. Okay, we are filming. We've done the checks. A little interesting twist. My little Cardo Pack Talk Slim. Seems like my battery may be dead or dying or gone or something, because I leave it plugged in, but it will not wake up. So we are without comms. There's no background rock and roll today, but that is the latest development. But we are filming, videoing. Gotta get up on the bike here, wrestle it up in the air. Very lightweight little guy. Turn it on. We'll watch the dash go through its little deal there. Always love that. Now, I have not been riding the Ducati much lately for a couple of reasons. One, I don't think it's going to surprise everybody. I think I've been saying all along that this one is going to go up for sale quite soon. So, like I say, I don't think that's a surprise to anybody. And therefore, you don't want to ride it and break it just as you're about to sell it. But under the heading of use it or lose it, you've got to take it out and ride it a little bit. So that's what we're going to do. We're doing a quick loop here, and some our neighbors getting stuff done. We're just going to do a quick little loop just to get the grease and oil hot and take it out there. The programming on the ECU with the Ducati is interesting because not only does it have a rear cylinder automatic shutoff once it comes up to temperature, which means that it does its best not to fry the rider. Not successfully, not completely successfully, but I can't imagine what it would be like without it. But you can hear it brought back. The other thing that it does is the computer knows when you're getting started and stopped, and it will give the engine some assistance as you're getting going. In other words, it knows if you might be perhaps on the verge of a stall, and that's why on occasion, like if you're a bike rider, you think you want to look good, you want to ride good, you want to ride safe, and you also want to look cool as you come away from a stop. Here's our local fire station. And we're hitting the light just about perfectly here. And you can sometimes hear yourself going away, and the motor will rise and fall, and you won't be doing anything on the throttle. What it's doing is it's the computer's interpreting how good or bad you are at adding enough throttle to get yourself away from the stop, and it's adding its own little bit in there. Now with the race ECU, I don't know how much that still happens, but I'm pretty sure it still happens. So, but it's a good thing. It's relatively hard to stall, and motorcycles are notoriously easy to stall, and I think I may have stalled just about every bike I've ever gotten on. That person is in a hurry. But I don't know that I've stalled the Ducati. So we're just taking this out on a ride to keep it warmed up. Like I say, keep the oil and grease warm. And while I do, I'll narrate a couple of little bits about impressions of this, particularly in relation to that great Tuono I have back in the garage, the 21 Tuono. And one thing to say is really appreciated is the self-canceling turn signals. Really appreciate it. And these do self-cancel, and they self-cancel in a reasonable amount of time. So that's really appreciated. Now, looking through everyone, most of the guys in Europe who corresponded with me about the 21 Tuono have mentioned that there is self-canceling on their turn signals. There is self-canceling on this, and I've looked through the manual of the Tuono, and it's not in the places you might think it would be under self-canceling turn signal or turn signal. But it is available on the Ducati to enable or disable that self-canceling turn feature. So you can disable the self-canceling turn. That, whoa. And we're in a soft setting. Darn roads. Whoa, some kind of white stuff there. So you can enable or disable the self-canceling turn signal on the Ducati. And I wonder if there's not a similar setting somewhere in the Aprilia Tuono manual, and I'll take a look at that. I'll check that out, because that's very much appreciated on the Ducati. The other thing the Ducati just excels at is the quick shifter auto blipper / auto blipper. I'm going to refer to that. It used to be that it was enough of a deal when bikes had the auto blipper, the downshift, that they listed it separately, but now I think almost everything that comes out has the clutchless shifting in both directions. So I'm just going to use a quick shifter as a reference to this. But the Ducati is just really smooth, and the rev matching feature on the way down is very, very nice on this bike. Better even than the new Aprilia, although the new Aprilia has, there it goes, I love it. Even though the new Aprilia has an improved from standard quick shift system that I recall anyway from when I first received it. So those two things are very much appreciated, and that assistance acceleration on the Ducati as you're coming away from a stop. I'm going to do a little filtering here. Legal in California, folks. Don't blame me. So, see, there it goes. It just went. Now, who's to say I would have stalled it had I not had that? I don't think so, but it is a pretty cool feature. So we're out ahead of the traffic and we can kind of roam around at will out here. So those three things are pretty nice on the Ducati. Is it on their other machines as well? I'm not so sure. I don't know. Not all of their machines have the electronics that the Panigale, so I'm not too sure. I would think that the Street Rider V4S would have that, because it's got pretty much the same electronic suite that the Panigale V4S has. So I would think so. Whether the other ones, don't know. But it would be certainly something to ask for about because it's a nice feature. Okay, we are out on one of our private Nurburgrings, rolling around, keeping the Ducati limber, and we'll just enjoy the ride for a bit. Okay, all good things come to an end. That's a quick. There's no traffic. Oh well. What the heck? Still a beautiful day for a ride. And I've always maintained that you don't need to have ultimate speed to enjoy a ride, particularly on a machine like this. It's like a scalpel. Don't know if I'll leave all this part in. In fact, I'm sure I'm not going to. So, switching off for now. Talk to you later. And I was talking about heat on a Panigale, and right now I can really feel the heat into my inner thigh. And this is rolling along at right around our speed, our allowable speed through here. And it's about 80 degrees F, and it's uncomfortable. It's uncomfortable. I'm wearing some pants that are not leather, If you wear the leather pants, you notice that it's warm, but it's not uncomfortable. So that would be the warm weather riding experience in San Diego on a Panigale. And if you are in a place like, gosh, let me think of a couple of places in the USA I can relate to. Houston, New Orleans area, down in the south, and maybe some of the southeast on warm, humid summer days, you'll be cooked. You'll be cooked nicely. Don't know about track. I don't know about track riding on those kind of days. I don't know whether that's a deal or not. But if you're in the Northeast and even some of those areas back there during the winter, and winter or fall or early spring, you're going to like it. You're going to like it because you've got your own built-in heater. You don't have to wear heated pants. The motorcycle will do that for you. Okay, I think we're still recording, and we're heading back up here to Wistful Vistas, the actual Coopermans. And we'll put this baby up. We've exercised him. We've exercised the Phantom. The Phantom loves to get some riding in, and we did that with the Phantom, and he's grateful. But I'm not too sure if or how many more rides we'll be putting in on the Phantom as he goes up for sale. What a wonderful piece of equipment, motoring history, and customization this has been. Just can't say. I can't say. I feel privileged every time I go out into the garage and take a look at this puppy. And whoever gets the Phantom is getting quite a machine. Okay, we're recording. I can hear the fan running. It's only, what is it, 2 bars up on the dash dash thermometer reading. Or maybe that's 3. I don't have my reading glasses on, sorry. Can't really tell. Okay, let's see if we can find neutral at a stop. So easy. There goes that rear cylinder deactivation. Now we got to look for the that's the other thing I forgot to mention. Got to look for the kickstand, which is, people have remarked, not the easiest thing to do in the world. So there it is, one hot rod, to use the American term, so famously put together for our souped up, that was the other term, souped up hot rods and cars that we've done. Thank you, Phantom. Had a great time. Cool off a little bit. See you later.